It's raining out, it's pouring out. I went for my first hike in 2 years. That's a long time in hibernation. And I took two cameras to film myself. And I still made it to the top of the fire tower. And I put in 12,000 steps. About a half a mile was back and forth to pick up the camera. I did it with two cameras. I did it with the Osmo Action, just as I have it set up here. I even learned some things. Again, I took this out. I'm still learning. I purchased this camera and I use it like to go in the water, take a few shots, put it away. Or, take it outside, film myself vlogging and put it away. Well, when you use it over and over again, let me show you how I actually used it and a little bit of the setup, which you might be interested in. So hiking, you don't want to use a Joby tripod. You don't want to be hitching it. You don't want to be hitching it to trees and branches and setting it on the ground over and over. No, what you want is this one thing, the iFootage tripod. It is a monopod with very sturdy feet. And on top of it, okay, so let me show you how the top works. It's pretty much an Arca Swiss top. I bought this small rig plate that went on the bottom of the, a GoPro type hitch up. But I put it on the bottom, so therefore I can put it in here, tighten it down. Now keep in mind, this monopod weighs more than this DJI action camera. But here's the really nice, so you go along and the bottom has a ball mount as well. And so the feet can be unlevel. You can hold it down and tilt it to be level. And you can get some good shots. You're not fussing with tripod legs. You set it down on the ground. I'll give you the example. And you can tilt this thing forward, back, even though it's uneven ground. That's terrific. The next thing that you get with the iFootage is you just pull down this red ring and it locks it in. Well, this has great, I love these kind of slide to slide it up and down, and you get three. I got the bigger version. I wanted more travel and height so I could get higher. But here comes let me take this off. So I'm taking this off and I'm taking the bottom, and it has this same, it's a little awkward, has the same off and on. Now look what you got. Now look what you got. You can set the pole aside. You've got this mini tripod, and I'm going to have to take it off camera, but you can, the same way as I showed you, clip it in there. Now you've got something low to the ground to hitch. And you still have this, you can move it around on the ball head. You have the legs will adjust to different positions if you want it to go to different positions. I think it has 2 or 3 different positions, but I pretty much keep it flat. And there's a tension knob here. And this is where, if you hold it down with your feet and you move the whole pole, you get a lot more angle. So I was able to do the hiking video. And if you haven't seen the hiking video, it's called Oak Hill Fire Tower. I'm just practicing my skills of B-roll and filming. I needed to hike it just to start to get back in shape. Horrible. I know where I'm at. But every week now, I'm going to do some kind of walking, running, hiking. But that worked really well. So in addition to that, maybe I shouldn't set that in front of me. In addition to that, I took my other favorite thing. Now, the new Pocket 2, DJI, the Pocket 2 DJI. I put on this Sunway Photo Arca Swiss plate. Very tiny. But guess what? It comes in really handy. So I could carry that in my backpack. When this ran out of juice, I did bring a power bank to charge it up, but I didn't check the power bank. The power bank was dead. So when I got to the top, I could no longer use this. I couldn't charge it. That was my mistake. Always make sure your gear is fully charged up, and you'll get more out of it. But what I did is, this ball head, so I can bring it up to you. All right, so it's that easy to get back together. I'm going to bring it up so you can see it. So since I put this little Sunway Photo PT26R, which goes great because I can put it on this little Joby tripod, and I have this kind of like my everyday. But when I went hiking, guess what? I could put this right in here, and now I have my camera. I have another camera, super light, just make sure it's tight, super light, and now I can go ahead and I could, it was like, this is amazing. And it took some pretty good shots. When I was coming down after the top shots, the actual shot of the tower going up was with this, not with the action camera. It was with, and I was happy with the video. Happy enough that I spliced it together and put it out. And so going for a hike, this video is 2 DJI products and this iFootage. I probably shouldn't be giving away this secret. I know other hikers were looking at, what is this guy carrying this pole? Because it is a little long, doesn't fold up like fitting in your backpack. But it doesn't, it was fine. It really was. And I could hold it up and move it around. I could go way up in the air, get some high shots. It really worked well. And I guess if I totally got tired, I could use it as a pole climbing the mountain. But it worked. So let me just tell you this. Action, Pocket 2, or even Pocket 1, worked really well. Oh, also, in addition, if you saw my earlier one where I had the muff, everybody was telling me, put the wire in the back to make it tighter. I did that. But I did buy these foam microphone wind. It's probably not as good as a dead cat. I know people commented. Some people still don't know what a dead cat is. This is much more convenient. And it did a good job with what little breeze or outdoors that we had. I think I could hear it a couple of times. But overall, this little setup, I really like going with the Arca Swiss, and now starting to have everything has an Arca Swiss on it or converted to an Arca Swiss. Makes it a lot easier when you're on the go. I hope this video was helpful. I thought I would just give you a little bit more. I don't know why I'm killing the battery on that, but thanks for watching. Out comes another one. DJI wins again. Without carrying the big heavy cameras, hiking, you just ain't gonna carry big cameras. If you do, like I did some of my Appalachian Trail hikes that I did a few years ago, the weight of the lenses and the camera, and I had a strap and around my neck, not fun. If you made it this far, like, subscribe. Thanks for watching.